Hi everybody and welcome to my kitchen. I'm so happy you're here. We are going to be making a sugar cookie, and that's exciting because it's the holidays and Hanukkah and Christmas and all that good stuff. So you will need, let's just go over the ingredient list first. This is going to be a gluten-free recipe, right? So you're going to need gluten-free flour, and I already put this together. This is 1.5 cups of gluten-free flour, and I'm doubling the recipe. So I doubled the recipe in here. I also added the gluten-free baking powder. And then we have 3/4 of sugar, and I'm gonna be using a brown sugar. It still has a little bit of the butter substitute on top. I'll show you. I cut up the butter substitute, and I will show you what that is. I found this at Trader Joe's. This is pretty awesome. You can use different ones, but this particular brand, what I really like about it, not only is it gluten-free, it doesn't have palm oil. So there's all this stuff about palm oil. Is palm oil good for you, bad for you? Any oil is still fat, right? But less stuff that is gonna stay on your body, the better, right? So this is pretty much made out of coconut oil. That's what I kind of like about it. And usually I like to use coconut oil when I'm doing pie crust, when I'm baking in general, because of the consistency that's kind of like butter. So here we go. And then I already cut this out. So it's about 3/4 of a cup of this, right? We got the brown sugar, we got the vanilla, and 2 eggs, right? So if you're gonna be doing it as a vegan option, substitute your eggs. They have amazing, mix up eggs. So you just take this powder, you add, I guess, the water to it, and you mix it up, and it's just like an egg. Used it before, it's pretty amazing. And then of course your shapes. All right, so this is gonna be fun. For my cookie, I'm going to decorate with white chocolate. So once the cookies are done, I'm just gonna put the white chocolate on top, and it's gonna melt. It's gonna look really cool, and we'll go through the steps together. I also picked this up, which is really fun. It's a cocoa cinnamon sugar sprinkle, right? In case you don't want to do sprinkles, you just want to do a little bit of cinnamon. If you want, you can always do a frosting, and then, you can put your sprinkles on holiday-like. All right, so I'm going to put all of these ingredients together, and I will speed it up so you guys can follow along, and then at the end of my recipe I'll always have it there for you with the directions and etc. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right. So as you can see, when I was doing my demo, it was a little tricky with the shapes and the gluten-free flour with the mixture, right? So the dough was a little bit different, so I had to add more flour to the bottom and then change pans, which is totally fine. Things like this happen all the time, but you can see that the shapes look great. So here are my dreidels. So I noticed that the bigger the shape, the better with the dough. So we're gonna make some dreidels, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes. So we're back, and our cookies look awesome. So what I'm gonna do is let these cool, and then we're gonna decorate. So I'm going to melt some white chocolate and put it on top of my dreidels, and then I'm gonna decorate. I'm going to melt it now, and then I'll bring it right back. So here I am, I'm melting my white chocolate, and you kind of want to do this a little bit quickly. So I'm going to get off the camera and move this around, and I will bring it right back. So I melted my white chocolate. You can also do this in the microwave in a glass bowl, but I like to just use some heat. So I melted my chocolate. I am going to show you on my dreidels. I'm going to use this, it's just easier. And I'm going to put my white chocolate right on the dreidel top. My chocolate will melt. This one kind of looks like a little bit of a circle. There we go. You can always make them pretty right after. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to maneuver it around, and I will show you. This one broke, so you're gonna have that. Some of them are gonna break. But what's great is that if you make enough with the doubling of the recipe, you should have at least 12, right? This is about 6. I'm gonna turn that into something. This is what's great about this. You get the creative license. All right, I'm gonna put this down, and I am going to use my fork, and I'm just gonna maneuver the white chocolate around like that. I could use this with frosting as well, right? Can draw a dreidel around it, maybe on the edges. I'm gonna start with that. And some people can use blue. I'm gonna use some purple, some sugar, just like that. And voila. I will show you after all of that nice work. Here's your sugar cookie. So you can also highlight, you know, the outside, make it look more like a dreidel, and get a little crazy with it. But I feel like this is just right. And it tastes pretty awesome too. I just tried it. So this is really good. Just so you know. I hope you try it and I hope you enjoy. Bye. So we just finished decorating our cookies, and these are amazing. Look how that stays so nicely. Look at my cute little dreidel. You can turn this into any holiday cookie. I just tasted it. Absolutely wonderful. Happy Hanukkah and Christmas, and celebrate whatever.